Okay. Let's play something a little bit different for a change. I've not played before. Something a bit interesting. So we're going to play this. This is what we've got. And we're going to get a new game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oop. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, that's not good. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Okay. What did I do? Return. Okay. What have I done? Auto. There we go. No.
While I appreciate the mental exercise we are running
There was a
up
question we had
against
to
a bit
answer,
of a ticking
obviously.
clock.
Okay.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Killing Princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some kind of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do, sweet. I've always wanted to offer the monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Okay. Let's ask about the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Well, I don't think that's
You
a bad
have
idea.
to put an end to her.
But the birds and trees, no, we don't want to get rid of them. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
True.
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Do I get some kind of reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay. Alright. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be before doing a good job? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. But if she's as bad as everyone says she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to... Silently continue to the cabin. Hello, Alex. We're gonna slay...
You make your way up the
princess.
short path to the cabin.
Maybe.
You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay. How are you today, Alex?
She will lie, she will cheat,
It is
and she will
Princess
do
Kai,
everything in her
yes.
power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Don't believe anything she says. I have never... Well, obviously I've never played it, so... I'm interested. I've had the game for a while.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, you know.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note.
I do like
is
the
a
fact
plain
it's already,
wooden
like,
table. Perched
narrated.
on that table
I don't
is
have
a
to read it all.
pristine
Stoked to
blade.
hear you
Hey,
love
Shadow.
it. Mate, games are all about having a ripper time. Keep the good times rolling and enjoy the fun vibes.
The blade
Game on,
is your
mate.
implement.
M.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
True. Very true. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
True. We're just doing community service for her.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Let's go, hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Let's go dangerous first run.
Oh, are you now? Why don't
Well,
you
she
come
sounds
down and
slightly
let me take a look at
Irish.
you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happened to her hand on this one?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. What would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. Yeah.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
She's got a point. Why can't we just shoot her?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? She's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Well, it's the name of the game. Let's do it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Well,
this is it, isn't it?
good game.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But
It's on the
I have
street.
to
Yep,
wonder,
good game. I like it.
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? really over.
Of course it is. She's dead. Oi, mate. Yeah?
Hey yo,
Ploppy Boy 11
23
just
months of
subscribed
support
for
is tops,
23
mate.
months.
Appreciate you
Here.
sticking around.
Hey, Ploppy.
Let's keep the good times rolling and have a
Thank
ripper
you
time
for the
together.
resub. Okay, of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was way too easy. I do agree that was too easy. I'm not sure.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
True.
I really don't think you should do that.
Okay.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade. Check for a pulse. You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. Yeah, I reckon we just stab and run. We'll check for a pulse next time.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Yay, we saved the world.
With your work done,
GG,
you make your
good
way
game.
back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Why did we bother closing the door?
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
Where's my reward?
But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Hold on, where's my reward?
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
And the world's doomed.
Only a
Yep.
world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Will I, though? Wait. Is this my prize? This is great. Thank you so much. Wait. Is this my prize? This sucks. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. I kind of want to go for that one.
I'm just happy that you're happy. I knew you'd like it.
Yay.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Yeah, you can't have some princess murderer running around.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Yay.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Explore. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. There.
Are
Didn't
we
you hear the
really
narrator?
happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Same thing, really. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy, I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices' pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
Lovely.
Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone. Yay! Alright. Good stream, guys. Alright, let's try some bad endings. Oh yeah, come on.
Good game, mate. Time to wrap up the stream. Thanks for the banter and good times. Catch you later, and remember to keep on gaming. End.
That was fast, yes. You know, like, yeah, I don't want to return to the main menu. Alright. Let's go back again. Continue. Ah, it doesn't, okay. I guess they're pretty fast. Yeah. I do. Alright, let's try again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
While I appreciate the mental exercise we are running up
did ask
against
that
the
one
bit
last
of a
time.
ticking clock, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing the princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse
slaying
than slaying
anybody
a
is
fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
No one do
If
that
anything,
either.
slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Me.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I can be. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay, fine. Turn around and leave. Will we just turn around and leave, or will we continue to the cabin first? Okay, thanks for telling me what to
It's
do.
all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin again.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine
How many
blade.
endings are there?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive
At least
place.
20? Holy
The
shit.
air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot
Wonder how many
filtering
endings
from the
we'll get
ancient
tonight.
wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying
I
her is
don't
probably
remember.
doing
It
her a
took me a
favour.
while to beat the game. Okay.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
How do you know if
Hello?
you beat the game?
Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game
No
by
worries,
coming here
mate.
unarmed.
Sometimes games
Trust
can be
me,
a
you
real
will know.
challenge, but
Okay.
the satisfaction of beating it is like no other. Keep at it and enjoy the journey. M.
Do we just say hi? Do we say nothing? Let's
Good.
just continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
I was gonna say, we could check her with the
You
chain.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Never
There's
look
a
them
heavy
in the
chain
eye.
around her wrist,
How silly are we?
binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Well, that's true. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I'm sorry, I just don't trust you. This didn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another word. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. There's a lot of... Check the princess. Yep. You know, yeah, there's options, okay? You don't deserve to use blade. Let's just go with what's your name first.
Oh.
Do you have a name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Do you not have a name? Poke you in the eye. A finger up your nose. Did you? Well, it depends on if we're male or female, I guess.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So, is Princess your name? I don't know. Hands? yeah, hands. Don't know anything about you, for all I know you're locked up down here for a reason. Yeah, so is Princess your name? Were you just giving us... How many princesses have been slain? Just one so far. This is our second run.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. We slaying a princess. We are Defy. And welcome Bacon as well.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Better get those rookie numbers up then, yep. No, we're spankling you. Not laying with them. I don't know anything about you, for all I know you're locked up here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That's what I want to know.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has a lot to do with everything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Totally relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Does she? I was sent here to slay you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better. I'm sorry, but I just don't trust you. This doesn't know that and isn't worth the risk of taking your word over the potential fate of the world. Yeah, let's go for that one.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
What is it?
Mate, sounds like an epic
Don't
quest.
actually
Slay
know
that
what
princess,
that reason
slay
is,
that
but
dragon,
you
and
don't
conquer
just
the
stuff a
adventure
princess
ahead.
in a basement
Just
and throw
remember
away
to
the
watch
key
out for
without
any
there
tricky
being
traps along the way.
some sort of an
Em.
explanation, right?
Totally.
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Maybe she doesn't
what
know
she'd
anything.
do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Boo-doo-doo. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'm only looking at it.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still laying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Is this where we lull her into a false sense of security? And then we
You attempt to
stab
make
her.
your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Well,
Is someone else here?
hey, let me out of here and try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Rude. Turn to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Oh, shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Bing bong. Thank you for the hydrate, Duffy.
You say. If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to
Jesus,
her
you're
mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Okay, she's a little bit batshit crazy.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Ooh, I kind of want to see what happens now. Let's get a couple more slays in before we... Is this the only chance? Imagine Freehair let go out of the cavern and instantly backstab her at the first step out of the cavern. Well, you'd backstab her as she's walking up the stairs. Don't let her out of the cabin. Just back us to her as she's walking out the stairs. Yeah, let's free her. I got a feeling she might turn into a werewolf.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Are you
place
chopping
the
off her
blade
arm?
against the ragged,
Jesus Christ.
self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just
Like
above
any
the
noble horror
unyielding
would do,
chain
yes, exactly.
binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is
It's
sharp, and it takes
fine.
little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
She'll just grow another one.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
She's gonna kill us now.
How is she still smiling
That's right,
after
mate.
everything?
Like any noble hero,
It's like she isn't
face
even
the
bothered
challenges
by what
head
just
on,
happened.
conquer the quest, and emerge victorious.
Thank you.
Keep the
Now
courage
let's
and
get out
spirit
of here.
soaring high. M.
Now approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Yay!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, we can. Oh, why's my handle scaly? Am I some sort of, like, monster?
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess. Warn her. No.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Yay!
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
We missed.
But she's fast.
Mm-hmm.
She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Yeah.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Yeah.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
No way the Pope just died? For real? For real?
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly
I know he
for
was
the
sick for a
heart.
while.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow
Damn.
sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Like 20 minutes ago.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'm deaded. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
Yeah.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess, so she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Proceed to Kevin. Wait, hasn't this already
It hasn't.
happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
I do agree with that.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Rude.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Yeah, sure, let's
Those are
do
two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
that. Yeah.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Maybe.
We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options.
Mm-hmm.
I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations.
Thank
You've
you.
been given another chance to actually do this right.
Yay!
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time
mate,
around
that's
didn't
a
have
fair
any
dinkum while ago.
consequences.
Time sure flies when you're having a
What do you
ripper
mean?
time
Of
gaming.
course there weren't any
Keep the fun going and
consequences.
enjoy every
We
moment.
were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
This is yes.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yep,
Or
yep.
do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
I don't know. Might be interesting.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Sure. Yeah, let's talk about this princess. Yeah, let's talk about
Just be
this
quick
princess.
about it.
She might be different. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? She killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it. But how can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she able to rip me apart with her bare hands? You locked her in the basement. What is this place? Yeah, let's go for that one.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But what path? What woods? What people? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? That's true.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I'm special.
You're the only person capable of doing this.
Of course I
Call
am.
it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Good point. That really explains almost everything.
Of course.
I'm not so sure about that. You know, you're right, but it explains almost everything.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just
We'll just-
complicate an otherwise very simple situation
you,
and
my
make your
angel.
job more difficult.
Mwah. If we complicate otherwise very simple situation.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information.
True.
What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
Yes.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
do I, though?
I don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide? He seems like a nice guy to me. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time chatting amongst yourselves in the woods. So if we could move this along?
Bing bong.
Good girl.
Thank you. Bing bong. There we go.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
She killed me last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Yay. Turn around and leave. I kind of want to do that, but I want to sort of see how this goes. So let's proceed to the cabin again.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Proceed to the cabin. I was dying inside last night. What happened? What'd you do?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic
changed.
weave
G'day,
of knotted
mate.
wood
Looks
that,
like Alex has
almost
got
as
an
if by
angelic side
accident,
showing.
just
Spread
happens
those
to
good
resemble a
vibes and
room.
keep the banter rolling.
The floor
Enjoy
is
the
damp
chat
and
and have a
earthy,
ripper time.
and the only
End.
furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What about the mirror? Whatever that is.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What about the mirror? You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall, yeah. This whole cabin is different from last time. Oh, we were playing
That's
Phasmo?
because
Oh
there isn't a
no.
mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Be scared, my angel. I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Ooh. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Curiouser and curiouser. This whole cabin is different from last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
True.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
True again.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Cool.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
True.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Damn. Oh, well, we better leave. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
That's rude. But say rude things to me
I
more.
recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused,
Not nasty.
slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yes.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
That too.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair.
Get ready
How
for
would she
some
know that?
spice, mate. Hubby's point
So,
of view
we've
must be an
dropped the
interesting angle.
pretenses.
Keep the banter flowing and enjoy the different
Good.
perspectives. Time
She's
to
acting
spice
like
things
she
up.
already knows
And
you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Yeah.
Is it all behind us?
No.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
And nice, kind of hot.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
True.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right? I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know. Things got messy last time. But I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill. Give her the blade. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I don't care for how you treated me last time, and I think that you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you. And just slay the princess. Oh, there's a lot of cool options. You get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Look, I made a mistake. I died last time. If you didn't, if anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this.
Can you
Only
save
a poor
scum?
loser
Yeah, I
could stand
can.
failure
I don't really
from
want
the
to,
winner.
though. say so many cool things. Look, I know, things got messy, but I think there's something bigger at both of us.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I don't think so.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Can't you get out of those chains on your own?
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop
But she
her.
could have found a way out anyway. No, we don't want to give her the blade. I can't. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Let's see what happens.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
I like her tail. She's cute.
She's silent
No
for
worries,
a long moment,
mate.
as if
Sometimes
testing
things
to
may
see
seem
what you'll do
pointless,
now
but
that
keep
she's
pushing
within
forward.
arm's reach.
Surround yourself with good vibes.
After
Have a laugh.
you,
and
darling.
enjoy the journey ahead.
You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
No, she didn't have a tail before.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Yes.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Clear this, what if I give you this? Oh no. Step on the stair.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. You want us to turn around and kill her. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within... Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Nope.
What did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
No shit, eh?
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I can't get up. You broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you out of here. We were never going to get up those stairs, were we? We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other. Or do we just say nothing? We did get a backflip. Jesus, Alex. Yeah, what the hell was that for?
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Yeah, I have that effect.
And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned where she'd turn her back on us and I'd say, "Now stab her in the back! Do it now!" And then you'd say something like, "Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us."
Didn't we do that the first time?
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. Why didn't you tell us your plan before we agreed to go first? Because then you'd have had to lie to her. And you're a terrible liar. That's not... Okay, that's actually a good point. It would have been a good point if it had actually worked.
Crikey,
But it
mate,
didn't work,
sounds like a real
did
ripper
it?
of a time.
No.
Just remember to have
Well,
a
it's
laugh,
not my
stay
fault that
positive,
nobody
and take on the
listens to
challenges
me.
together. Keep the banter
Princess's
rolling and enjoy
body
the adventure
twitches
ahead.
as she tries to get
And
up.
Ah, she's broken tea.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Yeah. Hilarious!
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly
The irony.
seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Joink. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator has gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. I can't. How am I supposed to approach the mirror? I have a broken back. Let's
I'm
just
begging
approach
you, don't do this.
Nah, let's do it. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
You approach the mirror. gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forwards. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what it is, what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. That's the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
The gifts of a fragile vessel, let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you trapped? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happened? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Holy shit. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond the place?
I know only that they are.
What happens now? Oh no, I don't want to say that because I think she's going to take over my body. Should we destroy our body? Or we'll let her take us over? Do you know the narrator? Yeah, let's try that.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Yeah, I thought she'd say that.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape. to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you? Let it be. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the witch to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the
You'll
end of
know it
that
when you
path
see it.
is a cabin. You're here
Yep.
to slay her. If you don't,
No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or right one on your controller. Yeah. Then let's proceed to the cabin.
you make your way up the short path. A warning. But she will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and
Nothing
musty,
different.
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of the blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by her voice carries up the
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in. Don't let it fool you.
Just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, caught me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. Now, so, if we're taking her to the entity, do we have to kill her? That's where I'm a little bit confused. Still your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure
I'm
she's not armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
She keeps changing. Yeah, she does. Let's save. Let's save scum. I know we probably shouldn't have to, but let's do it anyway. Let's drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the
Shush
floor
you.
with unceremonious.
You're asking me to do it before.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Who is this goober that I'm definitely friends with? Hey, Story. We're killing princesses. That's who we are. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Our relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, you've talked enough. Let's start with, there's people out there that think you're going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I'm hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping information secret. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am inclined to trust them. Remain silent.
They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess
That's
clearly
tops,
incapable
mate.
of
Enjoy
ending
those
the world?
head pats from Storyteller
Or do you trust
_
whoever
gaming.
put me here?
Spread the love and positive vibes all around.
She's wrong.
Keep the good times
This isn't
rolling and have a
about
ripper
trust.
day.
This
End.
is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your name? How long have you been down here? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Yeah, how long's too long?
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me? I hope you're having a great day, Frankai. I am, thank you,
Don't
Story.
jump
I
to
hope
any
you're having a
weird
good day.
conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
We've already asked her this before, but see if she says anything
You
different.
can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific
Because
should
sore
do,
throat,
really.
so probably won't be talking for a little bit. Oh, that's no good. Or she doesn't tell us to call her princess now. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Keep her locked away? No, let's just slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you...
Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
Right between the boobs, of course.
and you die.
The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Okay, no. Just proceed to the cabin. Do we proceed order of... But I died. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
I'm now curious trying this game. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I wonder how much I can be on her side. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened. We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare,
Being on her side is
in
like
which
hitting the
case
jackpot.
I shouldn't be held
Stick together
accountable
like
for what
Vegemite on
supposedly,
toast.
but
She's a
congratulations,
true blue mate,
you've been
through
given a
thick and
chance
thin.
to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequence. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened?
This game is
to
waiting in my
everyone
library
the
too.
place you
Yeah, it's
left?
been in mine for ages, so I thought, oh well, look, let's just play it. I felt like playing something a bit different.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will
Yeah.
lie, she
Yeah.
will...
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Soul Cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Are we gonna approach the mirror again? Take the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to...
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Thank you, love. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Or approach. Do we mention? Let's just approach the mirror. We have a weapon in our hands, so that might mean something.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how... There was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
What's she gonna sound like this time?
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Thank you, Bacon.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Sheila,
Come on
get the
now, we're not
Vegemite
falling
ready.
for that, are
Dumb
we?
ways to die.
She's
Blame it on
trying
the
to
controller.
trick us,
No
but
worries.
she can't
Just
hide
keep on
that
laughing
threatening
and have a
edge to
chuckle.
her voice.
Enjoy the banter
She just
and have
wants
a
us to
ripper
get
time.
close,
Mate,
to let
M.
our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Sorry, I'm eating a Malteser. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? Oh, now you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine. I'm coming closer for you. You better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this boy eternally. Screw this, slay this princess. I don't really want to know if she remembers. Let's just slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just
No,
have to
there's a
strike
reason her
now.
hands are behind her
Make
back.
sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her, but your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
Hee
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago.
She had a
It's still lodged in her
fucking
leg,
blade
emerging
in
from
her
her knee, hinging
thigh.
up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
what the fuck? God damn.
Bullshit.
That's what I
Absolute
agree.
bullshit.
Absolute bullshit. Yeah, she supposedly had a blade hidden within her thigh.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
I agree.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Voice of the hunted.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess. This feels right. We just have to keep our sense. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as
Give
much
us a
as you
fair
would, but
dinkum
how
response,
are we
mate.
supposed to get
But
down
that's
there?
the reaction when
You
things
walk
don't
through
add
the
up.
door.
Keep the spirits
You
high
do
and
know
the
what
banter rolling.
doors are,
Enjoy the
right?
journey ahead, mate.
There isn't a
End.
door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I wonder what she looks like this time.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the
$10
basement floor,
says
and
she's
the form
Buddha.
of the princess comes
No,
into
she
view,
looks normal.
standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. It looks
You
like we
would.
don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to
Storyteller
win
_
once.
gaming gifted 2 subscriptions to the community.
Damn, thanks, Story. What the hell? Stop it. Oi, mate.
Storyteller _ gaming
I
gifted
know,
1
my
subscriptions
$10.
to the community.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people
Stop
there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Thank you
Your
so
internal
much.
bickering is cut short by the wet sound
Jesus
of slicing
Christ.
meat. From the
Freaking
princess's
swords.
arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Just throw the knife at her.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Think of something better. Throw the fucking knife at her. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Kind of want to do that one. Let's go for this one.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Flirt? Yeah. Like, try to seduce her.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
No, whatever. Well, yeah, we'll try flirt next time if we get here.
She skewers you.
Of course she does.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive
Mate,
again?
Go on, give it a burn.
How are we even
Just
supposed to
keep
know
it
the
light,
difference?
Have a laugh and
Stop
enjoy the
saying
banter.
dead, all of you.
Remember, it's all
We
in
might
good
have
fun.
died a second
So,
ago, but
chuck a
right now
wink and
we're
a smile.
extremely
M.
not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She won't hurt us. Going to puff up her a bit. We're going to flirt with her. There we go. Yep. It doesn't work, and she kills you again. And again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life. holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
This bit crazy, yeah.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Why, thank you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
We're getting better. I don't know about that part.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
I like the voice of the cold.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp
I want apples, but I have none. We'll go buy some apples.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
It's 3 a.m. It sounds like a skill issue story.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
I like it on top sometimes.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Fair enough. Just imagine having apples.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Kai is the biggest bottom I know. There's no way she likes it on top.
Struth,
I'm
mate,
not
sounds
saying-
like
You
a
don't want me
cheeky
to describe
banter.
the stairs,
Just remember,
or this
everyone's got
room,
their
or
preferences.
anything?
Keep it light,
Feels
have
like
a
I'm
laugh,
hardly a part
and
of
enjoy the
this.
good vibes.
Don't care,
M.
just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Jesus
splitting
Christ.
into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Wouldn't she not just kill herself being like that?
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
I agree. Look, a weak point, yep.
She's gorgeous.
Jesus.
Absolutely divine.
Absolutely divine.
Yes, behold.
The perfect woman who stabs you no matter where you go.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive?
I agree.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Empty your mind. Voice of contrarian is the best, yeah.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You don't act. And yet, though, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Why, thank you. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive. But neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Whoop, she gets taken again. That's a good thing for us. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to live. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. And you do so. Gaze into your reflection. Sense as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Oi,
Proceed
who's there?
to the cabin.
Storyteller_gaming. You cheeky bugger. Always up for a laugh.
You are at the
Keep
cabin.
the banter rolling and enjoy the good
Approach
vibes,
her.
mate. M.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I get back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me, these vessels I've been bringing you? I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? What if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just want to wait here forever? Ready to go back, attack the entity, destroy your body. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like that?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? I don't they know that quite yet. Yeah, let's go on.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? The vessels are bringing you. I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Get back to your stream, boy. Okay, let's... I'm ready to go back. Enough with all this pretension, you're not actually saying anything. Yeah, let's just go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and I die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
Have you considered it's because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems to be kind of bad though, doesn't it? Someone else do it, forget it. Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Sweet, I've always wanted...
That's the spirit.
I don't think it makes any difference at this
You
point.
make your way up the short a warning. Before she will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed, Kevin.
The blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from...
Onto the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you.
Hi?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
No worries.
Come on down.
Mate, back to the stream it is. Time to entertain the viewers and
You
spread
walk
some
down the
good
stairs.
vibes. Keep the
and lock
banter
eyes
rolling
with
and
the
enjoy the gaming
princess.
session ahead.
There's a
And
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay. No, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just...
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a mon. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
We dropped it last time and she stabbed us with a knife, so...
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Cheers for the raid. Shad
I'm
0
probably
W
chained up in this
9
basement for a
267.
reason, right?
Welcome all four
And if
viewers.
that knife
Grab a
is the only
cold one
weapon
and
you
join the
have,
fun.
you'll have
Let's
to
make
get
this
close
stream a
enough to
ripper
use
time
it.
together.
Zero Night
M.
267 just raided with 4
Thank
viewers.
you so much for the raid, Shadow. Welcome
So,
in, everybody.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate,
What if she's bluffing? What if she kills us? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. It's the princess.
doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Raid, yeah. 2 raids, yeah. No, just fun, I think. But yeah. Oh shit, there's buckets as well.
Legend,
That's why you
Bucket
said
BT.
2.
Thanks for the massive raid with 12 viewers. Bring on the good times.
Thank you so much for the
Epic
raid as well,
gaming
Bucket.
moments. Let's make this stream
Bucket
unforgettable.
just raided with 12 viewers.
Yes. Well, thank you for reading, guys. Let's see if I can do a shout out. No. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do shout outs. My mods usually do this shit. Let's see if I can get this right. There we go. Oh, you were playing Buckshot Roulette. That's cool. You were dying too. I have been dying lots of times here. Bucket is stinky. I find that very hard to believe. Yeah, no, that's okay. I wasn't like... My goodness, stinky. I don't think either of yous is stinky. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, guys. I hope yous had a good time. I hope yous didn't buckshot each other too much. We are slaying princesses. We're about to die, I think, as we have many times.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
You did shadow abuse me and then I crashed. Oh no, that's no good. To either of those
It
things.
feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone
Bucket has
grinding on
no
bone where
Wi-Fi.
your jaw has been
Oh, no.
fractured.
She's got mean fucking uppercut.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
But we have a knife.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath.
I told her to pick a
equally
difficulty.
exhausted. You probably won't
Well,
make it
have
out
a
of
good
here
night and have a
alive,
good stream.
but you can at least make
Yeah,
sure
no
that you
worries.
won't
Yeah,
make
if
out.
anyone else needs to go to bed, have drinks, foods, whatever, feel free to go do so. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. But you can at least make sure she won't make it out here.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still
My
standing
morning just
by.
starting. Nice. So, you're in Europe somewhere? Or US?
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time.
US, but
You
I
feel
work
your
mornings.
ribs
Okay,
break as she
nice.
delivers a heavy blow, but you
So I know
push
it's
through
like
the pain, falling forward,
Early,
and sinking your
stupid
blade
early
deep
clock
into
in the
princess's
US at the
heart.
moment.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
We seem to die together. Almost 5 a.m. right now. Yeah.
this
was fun.
Well, she had fun, yay.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Yep. Wait, this is, okay, no, but I died here, what am I doing? She's going to kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled. If she doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of the rally proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like
It's
her
nearly
at all.
5 a.m.
Not that it
Time
matters.
flies when you're having
it's
a
not like
blast.
she can lie
Keep
or
on
cheat
rocking
in the
through
middle
the
of
early
a
hours,
fight.
Grimmudex.
Yeah,
You sure
you should.
remember that.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you, the princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed to the cabin.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if
Looks a
trying
bit
to
nicer than
forcefully
the last
direct
couple
you
of times
towards your
we've been here.
destination. The only
The never-ending
furniture of note
story,
is
yep.
a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to...
Enter the basement. We don't talk about the mirror.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her
Probably.
fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, she's got a fierce voice.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages
Yeah.
since I've had a good fight.
Never-ending Our story was a good movie.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Same thing.
As you descend the
Ooh.
final step, the form of
got-
the princess comes into view.
She's
A
changed a lot.
large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
We're not going to mention the fact that she's got a tail and horns.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
That's your kind of princess, yes.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Yes, break me, mummy. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened. You look different. So you do remember me? I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Should I leave? Why? Why would you need to leave? Slay the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying. Let's go for the. So you look different.
You look exactly the same.
All right, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything I said is just to remain silent. Yeah.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking. Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
So you do remember I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I agree with this one. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon
Catch you
lady.
later, mate.
Bye,
Remember,
turn around
keep
and
the good
leave.
vibes rolling
I mean,
from
we're
the
gonna
last
die
time.
anyway.
Until next time,
I do
stay
really
true
wanna
blue
do
and
this
have
one.
a ripper day. Moby
Oh,
West,
you've
I
got
can
another
so
thing
Josephus.
coming if you think you can just
End.
turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Okay, team, what are we thinking? Turn and fight ahead on, dodge to the side, and counterattack, run like hell, die. Dodge to the side and counterattack? Yeah.
As the princess barrels towards you, you do your best to maneuver between the tight walls of the basement. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against
She's
the wall
loose.
in retaliation,
Yes.
each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Hey, Spread! You're getting owned by a big
Shoots
demon
forward,
lady.
her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Step on me, mummy.
How disappointing.
Living the dream, yep.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
What a flirt she is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
But she didn't die, so that's not good, I would say. The eye of the needle.
You're on a path in the woods. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same.
Mm-hmm.
You are still an other. and I don't trust you.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave. I really do want to do this at some point, but I don't know if this is the point to do it. Do it? Okay. Bye.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay, so we can't we can't go. Let's just go to the cabin then.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin.
This is
given
Alex here
serious
for Skull
thought to
Crush
your
on me
predicament?
too.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us as something to chase.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your
Guys,
sides,
good
leaving
tears.
you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar
Sheila
jutting out
Kyle's
from
an
the
absolute
wall.
legend, no doubt about
Pristine
it. Both of you
blade
rock,
perched
mate.
on its edge.
Keep the banter
The
alive and
blade
enjoy
is
the
your
good vibes
implement.
together. Cheers
You're
to
needed
awesome
if
mates
you're
like
going
you
to
too.
do this right.
M.
See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. The only space is out there. Take it.
No. Didn't look like there was much space out there either. There's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room. That's it. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
But there's no way forward. There's a mirror. Okay, just approach a mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement. All we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? I know you can get out of there on your own. Are you sure you still want to fight? Continued the basement landing. You want to fight? How about you come and get one? It's warm and wet in her chambers. Yep. So I had a little bit of a giggle.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continued to the basement landing.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her.
That ain't gonna happen.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
She is truly a demon mummy now.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in
With
hand.
a stick, yeah.
How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body.
Damn,
I want a
lady.
real challenge this time.
Hold on a second. Let's have a drink first. Tug on her tail.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this.
I really agree with him.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
Oh, I do. I do want it.
So
I want
go
it
on.
bad.
Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first. We've always fight off when we're done. But I have questions. Want to know what happened after you killed me. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me. If you want a good fight, if you really want to see me at my best, we need somewhere with more space. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? I'm not fighting you. Step closer. Stopping just outside of chains. Slay the princess. Come and get me.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
I will say this tunnel looks familiar.
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Come and get it, baby.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Bit of a deja vu moment, mate.
As you near
Keep
the
an
top,
eye out for any drop
hands
bears
desperately
lurking
clawing
around.
at jagged
Stay
stone, you
sharp
glance
and enjoy
back.
the adventure ahead.
The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
Stalker much?
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Oh, she's been thinking about us. Thank you for the hip pets, Bob.
Do it.
Do it.
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now, and out here I have the upper hand. Big lady, yep. You've fallen right into my trap. Slay the princess. She's into you. She is. She wants a bit of me.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
She can crush my skull between her thighs.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right.
Prefer opposite beat into her, if you know what I mean. Yeah, she's gonna need all the strength she can get my head from between her thighs. Yup.
You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch.
It isn't me a scratch.
Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we?
No.
Just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
I am so not gonna say anything.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wielding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going, we can't
More,
stop.
give me more.
You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable
Oh my God,
arms.
she's gonna
You're slammed
smother
to the
you in her
ground.
breasts.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
Sorry, Mummy.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And?
No.
Then
Ambulance going past? Gotta go to work now. Have fun slaying the princess. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Have a good day at work. But you don't have.
No worries, mate.
But you do not have
Smash
a
it at
chance to
work and then
respond.
Come back for more banter
Sink our
later.
blade deep into
Have
her
a
yup.
river day slaying dragons. or
Nor will
whatever
you
comes your
ever.
way.
It's time for you
End.
to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Yay, they trust me.
I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Yes, Hunted. So would we.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Since you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Well, we have changed a lot. Yeah, you've withered. Yeah, we don't look so healthy. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Ooh, it's changed into her. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other in the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying anything.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
Continue to wait forever? There is no waiting forever. What do you want me to bring you next
Gifts
time?
aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose.
It's true.
There are no
Sink their
wrong
blade in deep
answers.
and show that Kappa
And
who's
every
boss,
perspective
mate.
illuminates my
Keep the banter
shadows
flowing and the
and
good
tells
times
me
rolling.
new secrets.
Time to conquer the day. M.
We are probably going to have to end very soon. But let's go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the eye of the needle to her.
You're on a path.
So let's save. Let's return. Yep.
You're here to slay.
Yep. Forget it, I'm
Are
not
you
doing
serious?
this.
No, you.
Sweet, it was us. Turn around, leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Don't care. But yes, I definitely know where I'm going. The thing that matters is where I'm not going.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care, I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this
There's
place.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
Ooh.
And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Thank you, Story. You are too.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Cool.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this? Okay, no, you aren't kidding. She's actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those wolves weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
Don't stress.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, I
just
get it.
laugh
I'm
it
going
off
to the
and
cabin,
keep the fun
silently
times
proceed to the
rolling.
cabin. I
Storyteller
can't run away from the
_
cabin, then
You're
I'm
a
just
legend.
staying here in the woods
Embrace
forever.
The ridiculousness and enjoy the banter. M.
Let's go into the tricks. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
You're gonna go bully spiders?
The world
Good
hasn't
idea.
ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Those wolves weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the
What are
cabin.
you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Yeah.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. Just let him proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you, she will
Yeah.
lie, she
Yeah.
will cheat. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed to the cabin. Let's
The
be
cabin
nice to her
interior
this time and
is
see what happens.
Wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
That's cool.
But it's all shifted. An inch
That's
here,
cool.
a foot there, such that
really
the
cool.
seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
True.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, and when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes...
I want to look at myself and see how
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might... I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes, there is. So we're all in agreement then.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You
Yep,
reach
again.
for it. Was there a second ago,
nothing.
and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going
Into
to
the
change
basement.
things, right? We'll find
We're
it
not
again.
grabbing the
Then the door to
blade.
the basement
Oh,
creaks
shit.
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Damn.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this
Today,
place.
mate, no need to
None of
bully
the stairs
spiders.
even seem
They're
to
just
go
trying to
anywhere,
make a living.
let alone down.
Let envy and spread
The
the
air
love
here
instead.
has a sickening,
Keep the good vibes
almost
rolling.
sludge-like miasma to
Storyteller_gaming.
it.
M.
The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the
This
stairs.
is gonna be cool.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
Hey, in it.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Kai, do you want to bully spiders? It's on sale. I don't know. I don't know if I want to bully spiders.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. Let's take the harsh stairs to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel
Jesus.
like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Cool.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
Here's all your multiple princesses, Nyashka.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
G'day, storyteller_gaming.
It seems to me like you saw
mate,
something you
no
weren't
need to
supposed
bully
to have
spiders,
seen.
even if they're on sale.
If only you'd
Let's
listened
spread
to
good
whatever
vibes
words
instead.
of wisdom you were
Kai
given
and
in
I
that
got your
other
back.
reality.
Let's keep it positive. End.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you looked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent to slay you. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Or why is that all one thing? There.
What? Like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
This isn't where I parked my car. Leave me up. There's more of you now. Well, I know you looked up here. You're apparently a threat to the world. Okay, so because there's 3 of them, I'm guessing I've got that all as one. There's
And
no
what's
more of
that
you.
supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Probably know you're locked up here for reason. You're apparently a threat. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, let's try that one.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to
worries,
fix you.
mate. Sometimes you can't
Say
fix
nothing.
everything. Just be there to support her and show you care. That's what mates are for. Keep the good vibes rolling. Moby West
Okay,
and
cool.
Josephus. M.
Thanks, Marcus. But you'll never know if she hears your silence. She's gone. Memories return.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Spur of push, you're scared. This is not the end for you. That's personal. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. Their eyes makes them leave. And you need to see what's in it. You are unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us.
Fuck,
You
I
and
miss
I
this
are the only
princess, you
things that
do.
interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what happened when you awakened?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? How many more vessels do I need? I'm ready to go back. Let's talk about that.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does, but I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Do you think there's anything real out there? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Okay. This is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back, I'm just going to stay here. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I want to finish it, but I have to finish up. Everything goes dark and you die. Hero and the princess. Bing bong. Yeah.
You're on a path in the woods, and
Let's save. Alright guys, yeah, well I do have to finish up. We will finish this tomorrow night. I'm really glad I decided to play this. This is a really cool game. I like it. Let us find somebody to raid. Who have we got? Let's go raid Cola. Yep, that's what I was thinking. We'll go raid Cola. He sure do be doing things. We'll see you all tomorrow night for the ending of this game. Try and see if we can get some more endings.
Whoa,
if
storyteller
we finish this one
gaming.
up.
Collar's up to something.
Supposedly
Keep an eye
there's
out
supposed to
and
be
brace
20
yourself
different
for any
endings, so
shenanigans.
yeah, we'll
Don't
see how
let
many
the
we
fun
can get.
slip away, mate. M.
But until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night or whatever it is for you. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.